Restream really is fucking up. Come on, guys. You're about to lose a customer. Anyway, sorry I'm late for the check-in. Don't intend to do that. And for some, what the hell? Not good. Not good, guys. All right, well, whatever. We're here. Hello. Hello, the internet and everybody. Um, and maybe some people I talked to tonight might catch up sometime. We'll see. We'll see. A lot of people believe that there's change. A lot of people know that there's tremendous amount of struggle going on these days. Um, Unfortunately, it's tragic for a variety of reasons, really, and we shouldn't have these things as struggles in this era. It's just a fact. Anyways, this is the check-in. Check-in. I'm gonna do my best. I'm never gonna promise much about it. I struggle to promise the time when I'm gonna start the check-in. It's not just that there was issues with Restream. I also went and got a dinner and got a few drinks, talked to a bartender I've known for some years about even this. I mentioned to several people. And I drew some connections recently, which we'll see how that works out. The potential of people connecting with, past lives of mine. Something I watch very closely. And I gave someone access to a profile that has a lot of my life on it. But supposedly an ally, we will see. We will see. Time will always tell. And at this moment, we're just kind of stuck doing what we can with what we got. But, and I don't know if I talked about it yesterday, it might have happened after my streaming or something, because I don't know if I would have been so bitchy if it had just, I don't know why I maybe just didn't register. No, it worked out great for me for TwitchCon. So one thing that I've wanted to do for a lot of years, and I'm definitely hoping to um, catalyze here in this sort of uh, organic networking bit. So let me set this up too to where it'll repeat maybe. Can I even do that on this? I don't think I can. No, I want to open you with something else. And here. We'll just repeat it forever. Forever. So, what was I going to tell you now? This is a glass that a bartender friend gave me a lot of years ago. Something that they stole from their work. So, yeah, it worked out to where I have a suite in Vegas, which I'm pretty excited about. It's just a potential. Right now, it's a humble thing. I'm sure people who look at some of my streams could see a very intense person and wonder why they would ever want to talk to me while they're on the road. That's fine. That's, if you feel that way, honor that. Please. It's better than the alternative, which is, God. Restream. Lame. Lame, lame, lame. Cheers. Vodka water. My favorite. Make sure we're not losing a whole bunch of packets. Everything looks solid. Okay. But yeah, so this is the design living, okay? Design everything. Let's try to take things which in life have often been left up to, let's call it chance, art, abstract definitions which don't contain it, but do well enough at the end of the day. We're heading towards a time when the only thing is, it doesn't matter who is the one who proposes the next solution. Whatever you do, it's going to be measured. And if it's world class, it's going to be understood by every spectator. And if it's not, just how much not world class it is going to be just as apparent. So what are we faced with as individuals coming from a culture which taught us to fight each other, which taught us to be so reactive to the language other people say, on one hand, and on the other hand, actually promises us the ability to speak freely. But nobody feels responsible for making the first sacrifice to protect that. Not nobody. There are good people. Good people have supported me. I speak in generalities. I speak systemically. This is never meant to be used to harass or demean an individual. If they come up and they need to be shown the level, then I will do that. Besides that, this stays peaceful. Otherwise, you threaten everything. Saboteurs will come in and false flag attack it. Such a fucking played out concept right now. Thing is, when the entire situation is on camera, when people's almost their entire life is in one way or another captured on data, how are we going to do anything and not have it be witnessed? It's a valid question. It's a thought experiment that you should have, because it lets you know why it is we have to break free of our current situation in a big way. That breaking free is potentially it's very happy. Potentially it's joyous. But only if people choose to harmonize. If you don't harmonize, then you stub toe after toe. And a person who just stubbed their toe has how much patience left over? That's the human aspect, the human element that's in each of our bodies, in each of our individuals. The real state of our society depends on how ready each of us are at the present moment to muster outside and do something. If you were asked for 3 days, could you give it today? If you were given 6 months to assign those 3 days. Could you squeeze them out? If you were to squeeze them out, would you do so pleasantly? Or would it be resentful? Would it be something, a Herculean effort? Or would it be a momentary speed bump? You really set that level yourself with most things in society. How often does your day actually affect your supply of food? Your ability to maintain temperature in your house? Your ability to be housed? Some people are facing these struggles now, but we come from a time, it's called the 60s and 70s, when it was far easier to make it. At least we as in, I'm talking from the Midwesterners. I'm a Midwesterner myself. And I can step outside of the experience of my individual body because I have a big enough brain and I've spent the time. A lot of people don't think it's important, but I'm telling you, it's super important to get outside yourself. There are some chemical dissociatives which help you to step outside of yourself. And some people are concerned about the ramifications of a person who is able to step outside of their self, to turn the body into a sort of automaton for a purpose. But if you want to have any purpose, perhaps this is a necessary mechanism. Perhaps there's no other way to actually get all the things that you need, that variety of different energies, to coalesce into a moment, into a community's soul, into a movement where we're actually gonna do this thing, you guys. We're gonna do it, which is before long 20 people are gonna get together and actually be good people. Before long, it might as well be us. Apparently nobody who listens comprehends the possibility that we could be going through a moment where it's shit and get. Drop everything and realize that we're in the middle of the change. There's no not being a part of this change. The only question is, how many allies do you have and how effective are they? As I said at the bar tonight, we have a malicious waste occurring. We have an imposed scarcity intentionally put onto all sorts of communities. There is a Malthusian energy. And yes, there's communities which, God, listen to Zayon talk about it. Because right now, we've got all these desert countries that have benefited from global free trade, benefited from low commodity prices for food. Their populations exploded as a response to having grocery stores. And when the grocery stores are gone, they don't have any chance. In Michigan, I can grow plenty of food on half an acre for me. But no one around me can do shit at all. They struggle to maintain a single raised bed. The idea of integrating that sort of a thing with their life is a staggering concept to them because their brains don't work. All this should be so much easier than it's made. Is the message. And to convince people to let go of the wheel, which I've talked to old men who have said to my face, they'll let go of the control when they're dead. If I got to be half as fucking worthless as these scumbags, washed hands. Washed hands. I don't care about them. You're gonna have to sacrifice. Having gained from decades, an entire life spent mortgaging the future, we're gonna have to ask you for something. I'm not gonna, not from my family. My family gave you guys me. So we're paid up. But your family? What have they done to help? And was it good intentions which paved the road to hell? Because those count for nothing. Foolish, wasted efforts don't need to be called foolish, wasted efforts. At the end of the day, you're so fucking broke, you have nothing to contribute. And they're gonna get all fucking sputtery and shitty. It's too rude, he's too mean and arrogant. I'll be the arrogant one so long as the problem's this bad. This is a situational thing. It's not a matter of me as an individual being arrogant. It's me as an individual being appropriate in this moment in history. Appropriately antagonistic. Appropriately upset. Appropriately educated. And I was a long time ago. And many people have been for decades, if not centuries, on this exact tilt. Probably centuries. We have known figures who have done incredible work, and they've picked at the problem, trying to make progress. But the progress now, you can't stand in the way of progress. Let's frame it this way, because old people are probably very cowardly. You can't understand things without understanding the situation and the exploit, the bad faith behaviors that you began, that you accepted long ago. You should have always known they had future consequences. You work with me because I negotiate to a harmony without dehumanizing anyone. And you should have been working with me for 10 years by now. Because we got a lot of work to do. But talking smack, me being a firebrand for a minute, etc., etc., etc. Why not? What is the actual reason I shouldn't? Maybe I would lose my job. I already did that. So, can't threaten me with that again. Not right now, anyways. Now, because people are gonna find this, they'd be like, we don't want to hire that guy. That just means I get to actually collect my unemployment. People do not know what it's like to actually be a desirable resource. There's very few competent motherfuckers in this world. These fucking assholes, these degreed fucking clowns who bounce a couple years from position to position. I've known a lot of them. At the end of the day, can you face a problem and solve it head on without doing something fucking ridiculous? Most people, the answer is no. There's no reason to be abusive to them for that. But if they get in the way, it does come out. So, anyways, October and September, we've already got planned things. Maybe I'll be around Chicago in September. I got a trailer, by the way, a covered, enclosed trailer, covered wagon. I got a covered wagon, the covered wagon. I don't know if I want to try to convert it into something that I could sleep in even. Gorilla camp, maybe? design a thing for the future, like a forced air exchange, or for the top, a forced air exchange. That would be awesome. Not that I want to be. I mean, it's better to be hosted. I love traveling, and like in Chicago, I got a family's place I can stay at. I probably won't have to get a Airbnb. I would, depending on who shows up, but how many people do I know? How many people in the Twitch space aren't broke? But yeah, no, I'm just enjoying myself for a couple days, making a little bit of art and stuff. So I think I'm gonna feuding with the Rock Lobster. I made a police report. The feud is on. It's in the Discord. So the story there, the Rock Lobster, of course, in an act of vengeance, mistook a different pan fryer for the pan fryer and ended his life. Stoned him. So I think I want to with it, that's what it says. And next step, I'm going to set up a camera and lay on my couch, get like a pipe, like if I wasn't sedated, you guys, imagine, just imagine. Very frustrated after repeating the same, frustrations for many years. So appreciate the patience that I do get eventually, if there is ever any. You know what? I want to share actually. This is an interesting thing. This is Charles Bukowski.
You're not afraid about death?
No. In fact, I almost feel good at the approach of death.
Why? You have a nice wife.
All that's okay.
It's okay.
But you see, as you live many years, things take on a repeat.
A lot.
Is that ended? Are you ended?
No, it's okay.
Things take on a repeat. You understand? You keep seeing the same thing over and over again. The same substance, the same action, the same reaction. So you get a little bit tired of life. So as death comes, you almost say, okay, baby, it's time. It's good.
Okay, baby.
So I know I have very little fear of death. In fact,
I think that's just a blood thing, honestly. Some people have the attitude, tell death to get fucking...
Yeah, I did.
Cross.
I owned myself to shit.
Why?
Why? Because, like any
But a guy who lives
there's
like
no
that,
pace,
drinks,
there's no
talks with
purpose in
men,
his life.
pushes shit around and all that. Not
There's
to
no
idolize
life, there's no
men or the
sunlight.
patriarchy or any of that shit. Women are
When you
welcome.
write, your
And I've
words
known
must
women
go
who
like
kept up
this.
with us.
Bim, bim, bim.
Usually
Bim,
it's
bim,
men.
bim, bim,
And it
bim.
is a
Bim, bim,
male
bim. Each
patriarchal
line must
thing. The
be
dude's going and
full
doing something.
of
Women
the
can
delicious
absolutely
little
keep
juice,
up. They absolutely can.
flavor.
They just
They
don't
must be
often want
full
to.
of power. They must make you like to turn a page. Bim, bim, bim. What these guys do, they say,
Make you want to turn a page.
well,
Like, change the
blah,
channel.
blah, da, 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 there was a porch chair. The flies were walking around. You see, they're too leisurely. They're setting up the scene for the grand emotion, and when they get to the grand emotion, there isn't any. This is a different age. It's the atomic age. Each line must have its own power, its own feeling, its own juice, its own flavor. Writing must never be boring. It must not bore the reader, the writer. It must not bore anybody. You have to have juice in each line, don't you see? You don't believe me, but I'm trying to tell you. I get so... Writers put me to sleep. They always did. They always will. Each line must be an entity unto itself, but must carry its own, like a voltage juice. You can't say. Mrs. McGillicuddy was sitting in her chair. It was 3:30 p.m. on a southern morning in Georgia. Mr. McGillicuddy was. This is all. It's already dead. You see. You must say. The thing. The thing.
But he died from alcohol. You're not afraid of...
Oh, you think of Faulkner?
No.
He was one of the worst practitioners.
Of course, but now I'm talking about Lowry. He died from alcohol. You're not afraid of...
Lowry. Oh, yeah. Well,
Cheers,
it's nice
everyone.
to die of alcoholism. It's very glorious. But if you write dull shit, it doesn't do any good what you die from. Write dull shit, it doesn't do any good what you die from. But if you write dull shit, it doesn't do any good what you die from. Well, it's nice to die of alcoholism. It's very glorious. But if you write dull shit, it doesn't do any good what you die from. You see? Alcohol is not a great thing. Because you die from alcohol doesn't mean you're any good. You got to leave some words behind. He died swallowing his own vomit. Great. Now, he's not even a professional drunk. When I really have a big drunk, I put my head on the side of the mattress and let it like this. So if I vomit, it's just going to go to the floor. This man's not even a fucking professional drunk.
He's talking about a dead man. Just saying the guy's an idiot for choking on his fucking on his vomit because he was so pass out drunk. Yeah, no, that's Bukowski was pretty severe guy. I had a friend who loved Bukowski, who kind of modeled after him, tried to be that, and he was pretty sensational. That was about it. Anyways, yeah, life's good, art's good. I'm a little bit feeling chill. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'll keep this thing playing because I like it. But I want to actually play Smite, which I think I can just do. Being very disappointed with Restream recently. Messing up my streams. If this was my job, I would be so concerned. It's not about a hi-fi, very produced result here. If people did show up, then I would try to pull it together a little bit. I'd pull it together as I can, Point is, we can connect. We can talk online now, anytime. All of us can, all the time. You may think that that's weird. You may have all sorts of pre-programmed, sheeple thoughts about what it means when people talk. But it doesn't mean that's all that's possible. If we're going to evolve the potential of this interconnectivity, we've got to... Oh, wait, that's right. Sources. Wait, what? Scenes. Perfect. Okay. And then I want to... There it is. Okay. Now I can see the comments. Fun, guys. You can hear me. Oh, wait, can you hear me? Okay, yep, and my mic is there. Cool. Yeah, I play some games. I just don't want you guys watching me get all salty on these children. Nobody plays the game right. No, assault is the meta for assault is this is what I do every day. This is my meditation. I do it several times a day. It has a streamer mode where I can take everybody's names out. Maybe that's important while I'm streaming. I think it depends on if I was to get paid for this or not. So if millions of dollars show up, don't donate it to me right now, okay? Wait till doing something besides that, this game. Which I don't even have it set up as it. I'm still talking. Still waiting for people to show up to talk anyways. Haberdashery. I'll tell you guys what that secret sauce is actually here. And actually, let me Alright. What that is. Because now I got my whole thing there. So, it's only one lane, and what's really different, the actual culture as it was introduced, and this is just what children did, and they kept, it became a, you got introduced to the game, somebody was like, okay, let's play Conquest for a while, let's take a break, let's go to Assault. Don't think about it, just throw yourself into the lane, attack, blah, blah. It's a cultural sort of experience. That's one way in which Assault can be expressed. Same time, Assault actually has characteristics which I believe make it into a much more pure representation of the competitive, sports environment. Because it doesn't let people, mainline to practice and have a single character. A single character is just not enough in Smite. The characters are not that complex. You only have 4 abilities and an attack and 8. There's games where there's 70 abilities for a single character, Smite does not do that sort of thing. Oh, silly goose! Oh, well done, big jerk. Now I only have this much money. Well, it's gotta happen. Okay. So, the point is, this is from a 20,000 foot view of society. I was introduced to hrmmm in League of Legends, began playing Smite because the third person view is much more challenging to the human brain. Even after drinking and smoking, you can still, especially if you got a greater awareness of the actual dynamics of the game, you can still actually do well. Watch me. Watch me. And I'm not really this is not competitive. I'm not trying to be world class. I'm not trying to say I'm the best. I'm just saying I'm going to beat the shit out of the curve. and most people don't even know what the fuck that even means. But it's cool as fuck. Oh. Jerks. Dudes. I guess that's the end. Not gonna let him get away with that one. Point is, I play cheesy. I drive like a grandpa, okay, you guys? Why would I not drive like a grandpa? Look at how precious I am. Of course I drive like a grandpa. I gotta take good care of myself. If I die horrifically on the highway, in a car accident, going 95 miles an hour, because I feel the need to drive that fast that day, like it's gonna make a big difference in when I'm gonna arrive, or what's gonna happen when I do, or what's gonna be my fundamental state of satisfaction with life. But we got cultural narratives that try to act like you're supposed to demonstrate your character by how you fucking drive a car. Doesn't make any fucking sense, but if you got a sport to try to make sense of, you know, they've got those. This is my sport. I like this sport because I don't even have to be that great at it. You know what I mean? I can talk to people even. Talk to nobody. Talk to a ball. Talk to myself. No. But yeah, so the point is, when this space is made, I think that we'll very easily be able to, not space is made. And this, I call it the space because all this started for me with an actual physical rented facility. This perspective was actually developed on physical facilities. Ooh. And, you know, so the point is I build up from the building that we're in, or the con that we're around, the city that we're going to, plan up from there. And whatever people want to get into. I mean, the thing is, I'm curious what the world is into in general. I'm pretty chill in general. I can sit around and smoke hash and drink and eat and play this video game for quite a bit of time, apparently. Ooh, 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 they hurting me. God, I am so cool! But doesn't that, I mean, this is like, I mean, I guess if someone was to drive cars, that's where you pass the other cars or something. And now because I've added a tower, they get nothing. They get nothing. Why? Because that's what it's like for my enemies. They get absolutely nothing. I just love this game. But I play cheesy. I'll admit it, and that I'm an old man about this is I'm actually an old man now a little bit. You guys, you know. Oh, Thoth gave up. Toth. I don't want to lean into that too hard. That would be cheesy. Cheesier than I already am. This is all, I think, pretty pretty fair so far. Although now that I have the Stone of Gaia. So what I realized is that sustain is actually key in Assault. And it's not so much a matter of running out and doing a bunch of damage, but I'm from a culture where every guy wants to like feel like he's very capable of running out and doing a bunch of damage. Let me tell you something about actually being capable of running out and doing a bunch of damage. You never get to do it. To do it is a disaster, right? Actual damage is actually bad. Why do we have a culture which tells people to project an image of this when it's technically illegal? Bam! Let's take that one. Shoot. We're gonna take the tower. Come on! Doesn't it seem like it would be so easy to challenge us? Sorry. It is a 4v5, which is unfair. Super unfair. Anyways, the point is, I don't feel like I need to prove anything, and that actually makes me a better teammate and a better gamer. When your ego needs to be satisfied based on how you perform in a team setting, you can become toxic to the overall team unwittingly, and your intentions don't really register as being important. When we also have this bird's eye view that's always accounting, always giving us some understanding of what's happening. So the conversation rotates, you know. So let's check it out. Mighty Duck, what did you buy? What'd you buy, Mighty Duck? Quack quack. Prophetic Cloak is, yeah, but he bought defense. Probably going for the mystical mail there. Maybe sovereignty. Give him a chance, because they didn't get a sovereignty. Sovereignty is key in Assault. It's absolutely key. Somebody tried to like talk like, why'd you get sovereignty? There's only one physical. That's enough to get sovereignty. There's 25 HP 5. It used to be 35 where it was absolutely clear. Maybe now it's like, maybe now with 25 HP 5, maybe with 1 it's not an ideal buy, but it's not a dumb buy. HP 5, as long as your team is smart enough to use a frickin' tower, stuff's a cakewalk. Kuzenbo is my spirit animal. Not because I'm a bully, but because I fart a lot. Anyways, it's just a game, but to play it well is to see the forms, the philosophical forms, and to see them well. Suddenly my coordination, my hand-eye coordination, these things don't become the determining factors. I shift the game, I translate, I GPT, I chat GPT it, I translate, translator. That ability to perceive at a objective level. We know exactly how they categorize it, and the thing to understand is the computer's going to categorize it with 1,000 variables. If you use 5, okay, but there's a perspective of 1,000 available, which it's going to be free for you even, because it costs nothing to provide this. I don't understand how they're planning to limit its spread. I don't know how they can. There's too much technology available, and it's, you know, doing something negative, being able to build is the real way of showing mastery. Not being able to destroy, not being able to quote unquote win a trophy doesn't show mastery. What have you built? What have you done that's manifest into something that's changed things? That's fucking, you know, part of the world. part of life, which makes it a worthwhile pursuit, regardless of what it is. It can be sitting in your fucking basement. I gotta get some sugar, you guys. I need some sugar. Wow. I like sugar. God. Shiva and Thor. 2 physical. Oh, that's right. I can look at the side there. So, I'm gonna get the sovereignty. As Q's and Bo, that's just being kind. And you gotta be kind because you fart so much. I don't actually fart a lot around people. That would be super rude. I contain it, but when I'm doing my own thing, if I gotta let it go, I let it go. I've spent a lot of time alone, guys. Lots of years. Fart jokes are always fun. Haha, you can't touch me! Turtle power! Ooh, turn me around. Oh no! Jerks? Wait. Be careful. Lame sauce. Come on, dude. Where's he at? Bought items. Oh. Oh, he's there. I'm coasting, bro. Taste ball, sucker! I guess I would push him into a wall. I like that saying. Perhaps too much. Much too much. Oh, why'd I... But yeah, play one lane decent. And the thing is, so a lot of people are coming from that initial place where people just played it without thinking. It's still a team game. You should be polite while you're on a team with the interests of the other people on your team. You shouldn't be a zero on your team. And it doesn't mean that you don't say something. It doesn't mean that you play a certain way. It means if your numbers really suck, you own that. You try to learn where it's appropriate. If you are doing shit, then accept it. okay? That is a key part of it, and doing that effectively is how you get to a point to where you can be cross-eyed, getting turned around, but your team is still tied. Especially when they keep doing silly stuff like this. Come on! What a child. I get no support on that from my allies, by the way. Oh, ridiculous. I had him in my hands. How did he get me with this wand when I had him in my hands? Had his whole face up in my hands. Come on, refs. Okay. But this is gaming the system, right? Hustling, hacking, exploiting. And in a white hat sense, because nobody's getting hurt here. I'm not stealing from people. That's our guy's thing, isn't it? Ha ha! Get. Oh my god, how can they still kill everybody else? Careful, dude. See, they're smart enough not even to bother attacking. Just a damaged sponge. Just a man was turned into a... Oh, I got... Oh, ho, ho. You like that? You like that one? She's salty. Oh my god, it happened again! Once it's in my hands, he should not be able to stun me with this inertia, this little sleepy stun nonsense. I'm already on my charge. Once I'm charging, there's no stopping me. Who's a bow? Kuzin buddy. Come on, Kuzin buddy. You know, I'd probably do a little bit better if I smoked less. But I drink too much. And I smoke too much. Too much. Much too much. Oh my god! Oh, oh, oh! Rude. Wait till they meet. Yes. Yes, I like. I don't think we have Prophetic Cloak in play. I think they're very cute. Very much in style. Basically like a countdown to Armageddon for the other team because it's ridiculous. The numbers are obscene. Reminds me of the oncoming tech singularity, which we are currently swept up in the middle of, and we have such a drastic lacking norm that people are still pretending to be leaders, like they have some clue about what it is and what's coming when really they just need to get some attention. If only humanity wasn't limited by these feeble individuals and their adolescent legacies. Stuff that it's not unreasonable to expect to have started long before it becomes world-shaping. To where it feeds back, breaks down the entire fucking system because everybody's been so fucking lazy. Helping a good fight. Doesn't matter what that person did for you. You do what's right. Or are you trying to retire, quote unquote, like the fucking boomers? Nah! Should not be stopped! Oh, come on. Oh, no! How is she almost as good as me? Push on this. Push on this! We'll take it. We'll take it. Yay. There's another one right here. Yay. We're taking it. We're going for it. Go for it. You got this. Hooray. Yay. Hooray. Take you down. Take me down to... Oh, man. That grass is raining. Girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me down? Yeah. What is that? I don't. What if it's? Gonna have ridiculous HP 5, but that's fine. That is fine. Under a tower, a guardian is very... And we don't gotta push anything. Funny how I work through a buzz when I have a challenge. You know what I mean? This is like when there'd be a party and the police would get called, right? So there's a knock at the doors, the kids are... Somebody tell, oh god, there's police outside! Okay, we get... Half the people are like jumping out windows and shit. And it's my place, it's my business. I gotta go outside and talk to them. That was so fucked up. when I was working at the gas station, it was the refueling gas station for the police in that suburb, and so I knew a lot of them. And off. We closed before the noise ordinance. We stayed within the bounds. We followed the rules the best we could. Yes, of course, there was... For me, it was always just light stuff. Never playing around with... But the music scene is rife with drugs. It was even back then. Now it's full of designer drugs. Kids, do not take these pills. Don't just, like, fucking think it's, like, anything like what is there before you were rolling the dice. It might look like even what you recognize. Just don't fucking take pills anymore. The real consequences of this are gonna be understood. The point is just a daily practice of activating your brain, challenging yourself, and especially against other people. That is a key aspect that makes this into something important. It's like your brain cares because there's actually a challenge, actually something dynamic. It's actually dynamic because it's people. Oh shit. We are in lots of trouble. Hiya! You can't catch me! Ha 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 ha! Oh shit. What a bunch of jerks! Oh, come on, you stupid little dude. Okay, I'll take that. Ha ha! Is someone out there? No. My teammates will do that stuff. They'll, like, figure out some way to, like, warp into ridiculous engagement. and kill the whole team with a really stupid play. Happens more than you might think. Like, it's like, really, you thought that was actually gonna fucking help? All that helps is doing what I tell you. Doing what I tell you. I need you to smite these other bad guys. Yeah, 2 bounces is about all you can hit off the walls. Probably by intention. Ha 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 ha! Take that, Vulcan! Ha 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 ha! Don't enter to the Phoenix. You rock. That's a good one. Yes. No, let's not feed. Let's play like grandpas. Let's drive like grandpas, and we're gonna win the assault. Hey, I tell you what. It's all about actual assaults. No, don't play any games. Don't have a culture which says that you gotta march up to their front door and knock on it. You gotta fucking do something. It's real. I mean, fuck. My family's just a little bit revolutionary. Talk. I was actually raised to be effective. Part of a cause that mattered to us. Wasn't some inspiration that a kid picked up off of a constant, reinforced cultural norm that affected everything. The only reason I can do the stuff that I do is because family forced me to practice weird shit. And we just did it by we held each other. Oh, oops. I thought, oh, okay, alright. Yeah, it's time to go. We don't have to stand out there. Like a grandpa. Sorry, teammate. Oh! Tell you like that. Just about killed everybody. See how they're in retreat now? After I just did a couple little, like, you know, face up to the chin things. But then in reality, somebody's being a problem and just do that football scissor thing, but with your hands actually. Just grab and push and take them, walk them outside. How do I have 3,700 gold? Did I not buy something last death? No, I think I just... Point is, you know, very natural, and the beef is just beneficial in a setting like this. It's and everywhere really. I just find the beef to be beneficial. I'm Midwestern. We make people large. We overfeed children so that they get unreasonably sizable, and then they develop cardiac issues. Bulking up is silly. In an era where everybody's also talking about fucking heart attacks and shit. Like, can we decide, is the heart attack the problem? What's the problem? What? Hey, I like you. You're my favorite. That's called zone control. See how there was 3? See how I pushed 3 of them back and then they just kept fading away because I pushed them back so effectively and helped them to understand that it was fruitless and futile to resist what I was about to just make happen. Just let it happen. Just let it And my team didn't capitalize super great right there, but that's okay. We are designed to... Ooh! Ooh! Okay, alright. That's probably... Oh wait, no, that's okay. Yeah, we don't gotta push it in. And we're gonna get them to come out, and let's smash them. What? Haha! See that ricochet? Pure skill. Okay, maybe I just threw it. Gotta, you know, Caddyshack that shit. Be the ball. Nah, 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 nah. You kids may not get that one, but that's okay. Come on! Why can't I do anything to stop the deaths of my friends? My homies? No! Stay away! Ha ha ha! Oh! Oh! Okay. Well, we might have lost this one, you guys. But my ELO is going to be fine. Not that I'm trying to leave everybody to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous misfortune. Based on target's maximum health. Yeah, it's over anyways. Defense, probably I should buy another defense item. I don't have the best builds. There's new builds items that came out recently, which maybe have switched up a lot of my go-to answers. I'm still learning some of the new items. There's a bunch of new healing items. I'm not sure how effective they end up being. Easy? What the fuck? So, Viking fishes, 3354. He was able to absorb more damage than me. He died once more than I did. So not quite as good there. But he was also their healer. But our healer and him didn't do a very different amount of healing. We didn't see much healing there. But let's look at the death counts real quick. Yeah, Rocky Dolphin. You can usually tell the person who feels the need to press ahead and get clipped. And once one person's clipped, then he's on the run. He doesn't get enough chance to really do attacks. That's why he's got low damage. Ha ha ha, it's nice to self-label as noble. But, so, things like assists matter a lot. We only got so many kills. He did get a lot more assists than me. He was kind of jumping in ahead. But as the healer, it just wasn't a good match for a couple of reasons. For us, it was Hu Yi. But Hui's build is stupid. But all it would take is him paying attention once, looking. So Rocky Dolphin, pay attention, dipshit. You did shit damage. You died 8 times. You died 8 times, absorbing a total of 40,000 damage. Half of what I did, dying 5 times. So really, you died 16 times, to put it on a level. And when you put on a comparative scale to mine, because of death of yours, because of what actually, how little you were even absorbed as you carried on this gigantic amount of deaths, when really all you had to fucking do was sit back. But you get an idea of assault and you want to do this. Okay, there's your idea, there's your cultural idea you grew up in. But look at your fucking damage. Are you paying attention? Are you gaming? Do you give a shit about honoring the numbers? I'm happy with my numbers. For obvious fucking reasons. I've got, Agni died 1 less time than me. But damage? I did as much damage as 2 of our ADCs, just about. Just a few thousand shy. And I tanked a shit pot of damage. Kuzenbo is good in Assault, and I am gaming him into Assault. And the point is, I'm not trying. I find my buzz, I just go on this jog, and in spite of drinking liquor, ripping fucking dabs, still putting up numbers. What does that say about the people who are sober that are playing against me? The people who cannot muster anything about it. And that's rude, right? No, it's not. It's obvious, and it's something that shouldn't need to be. It's a truth that we can bring to bear. We don't necessarily need to. Okay, I'll agree with that. But when their inability to allow things to happen around them prevents society at large from evolving in necessary ways to where we become better gamers in general, where we take the global economy seriously. And this is where the right wing's conversation is so bad faith, because these assholes don't take anything seriously. Don't act like you took shit seriously if you don't even have calc. I can sit here and lecture about fucking calc while I'm drinking vodka. You can't fucking keep your fucking shit contained if you play with this. You think that this means I got a problem because I consume it, when it's really, why can't you? And I'm not talking about metabolism. A lot of people don't have the biology to metabolize it. But a lot of people with the biology to metabolize it, I've seen a lot of people lose their shit. Especially around me. Not that I try to make anybody lose their shit, but it happens. I tend to hit pretty hard. Trying to redefine the bar. Oh. So I do want to do a 2-hour stream. I'll do one more game. Maybe we'll win one. A fair one. Oh, and I'll just do this because I don't think it takes that much. Just one way of expressing and hybridizing, you know, because it's not a matter knowledge on a book or in a brain doesn't mean the same things that knowledge comes to mean when it's put to application, and it delivers benefits for society, right? Why wouldn't we do this stuff, you guys? I'm gonna play with my dude here. Space Cadet. Dudes. Well, fine. This is the actual Space Cadet role, though. Because I do, well, yeah, landing abilities after and I didn't take that dab hit. Let's do another dab hit, just because. Because, fuck, seeking approval for doing shit for other people's approval, you know? Like, why are we... That is high school shit. Why is it a concern for anybody? And in promotions, this is quite often where the state of the conversation is these days. But people are negotiating a loss. Don't want to waste it. But you really should, with hash, you should keep it in specific ways. Find out the stuff that's not temperature sensitive. That's a lot of whiskey. Vodka. Oh! Woo! Oh my god, you guys. How am I ever gonna get respect when I play this game that I'm about to play as well as I'm about to play it? Think about it. Think about what are you doing with your playing? What is the value of this thing in your life? Because mine has a definite value. Oh, dude. I'm keeping my brain young. I'm learning something. I'm being challenged by a shifting environment that doesn't let calcified strategies build up. Because you might end up with a different character. With a God Pack, it's just fucking 120 separate characters. So now instead of one character over and over and over and over and over again. Gee, yeah. What happened? Oh, missiles. But the field effect, you know, when I talk about people have to figure out how to work together and face the same intention, the same methods, and we'll realize a field effect like magnets. There's a way of understanding this game in a different approach, which people talk disdainfully of having any thought besides the friend back one day, stake their personal pride on maintaining this idea how they want to see it, you know, where it's like, why, who cares how it's seen? And then to understand there really is a lot of power in language and how we call things. We don't need to keep the same labels of the past. Ooh, we can make new labels. We should be generating new labels. Oh man, this guy heals super fast. This guy's killing me. Oh, oh. You thought! Oh. Yeah, I'm being intentionally loud, guys. I'm trying to... I don't normally try to be anything. I normally just let everything flow. But I was pretty negative last time, wasn't I? As I recall, fuzziness. I better find a job, you guys. No, I mean, I can code and everything. It's honestly, I just work better when I'm a little bit hammered. I used to work on the assembly floor. I was long fucking hours sometimes. Living in a hotel, eating out every meal. Just horrible. Oh my gosh, I just learned about how this works. Battle! Did I miss that? Is that my thing? Ooh, yuck. Hey, sorry, bros. Oh! 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 Oh, yuck! Oh! Oh! Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez, this is bad. Well, as long as they follow me into my tower and die, I'm okay with it. Chill. Hiya! Oh, I should save that for that. No problem. Oh, oh, there he is. Oh, hey. Oh, jeez. We got you. Bam! I like that, Heimdallr. My buddy. The sniper shot. They so dead. Okay, maybe I'm nearing the dead. But we see the reality, we adapt to it. It's okay, it's gonna work out. Throw a party. It's time. Oh, oh, cute. You guys got a little fire pew pew. What are you doing? Oh, how did that not hit him? What? I was too expressive with my hand motions. Stay away, squishy pants. Oh, I gotta water that shit down. Holy shit. Oh, what am I doing? Flying through space, chilling, loving it, living it, owning it, being it, manifesting it. I mean, it's working. What makes me dangerous is that I look nearly dead. And I am nearly dead, but quickly not. And they're like, man, I want to do that last bit of damage. That's why they keep trying. Because if they were to stop, everything just stops. Grinds to a halt. Where are you going? Oh my lord, what is your problem? Where are you from? Do 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 do. Ouch. Tower to the face. So now I've got 4K, and it comes to be a point where you got that cash all sitting. All that cashola just sitting in your bank account. There's Tier. See how he thought he was gonna pull me in, but I was gone. I was long gone when that happened. When he thought I was already there, gone. I left because I knew what was gonna happen. This is my first rodeo, or my second, or my third. Not even my 50. Never been to a rodeo. This is rodeo. They get nothing! It does make me happy to, in matters of contest, perform so gracefully and immaculately that there's not a scrap left lying around. People think it's to be malicious. No, I'm just always proving it. I've always got something I gotta prove. See? See? It's not cool. But it's real. Work to the wise end. Buy your potions. But you can't live off potions. You gotta live off food and vodka. You can drink your scotch if you think it makes you better or whatever. Honestly, the fact that I can do this for so much lower price is, I think, imperative. Owning. Yeah, let's retreat. Retreat, dude. Drive like a grandpa. Please, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm back here putt-putting along. Putting along. I'm just chilling. Just taking a nap over here. Oh my god. This is one of them. Oh, he couldn't even hit me once. Do you see that? I mean, it did. But maybe once. Oh my god. He's like, get off of him! They're like, no! Boo. Don't finish the job. Is say about almost? Horseshoes, hand grenades, gods. There he goes. I don't know if I should have got Prophetic Quote. I might struggle to get those stacks. But I tell you what, if I get those stacks, it's gonna pay off. It's gonna hit it big. Things gonna be different then. Thing to do, get in the tower, use the tower to your advantage, and if they're dumb enough to like hang out, just die, kill them. It's not like you're supposed to stop trying. There's honor and abandon the sport. And if it is on, contest is on. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, dude, be careful. Up the tower. Ooh. Oh, oh, oh no! How did I not? Kill everybody. What, you think you're gonna take me on? You big jerks? I wish they could hear me. Anyways, you guys. Sorry, that's evil. That's evil. Whoever, glad the names are gone. Just let it happen. Just let it happen, Ares. Ares like, I'm the god of war. Ares, this is technology. We can't do anything about it, okay? Need you to be a big boy. We could do the boomer thing. Just lie. When I was young, there was something like this that happened. Like a Gramp, a 5K. 5K. Maybe I occupy their two hunters for so long, it's like they're not even part of the fight. They killed everybody. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, bro. That was rough. I will survive. Oh no. I gotta die though. Spiteful. So spiteful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, the world. I don't know why I'm so spiteful. If you are managed to take out, you know, half their damage by yourself, just by standing tough. That's that king thing from One Punch Man. It's fun, you guys. Fun ideas of and expressions, and in a format where everybody is on a level computer. You know, there's nobody fudging the numbers. No abilities or doing things they shouldn't do, except for his Kuzenbo. Somehow, I was pushing people and they were still able to stun me. Zong. I'm doing the 9 deaths. But people, and they build, and this build maybe works for Conquest, but even in Conquest, the ADC is going to be in the lane with the support. It's not going to just run down the lane. It's not going to push the lane relentlessly. It's going to, just because there's no jungle doesn't mean you just forget everything else about the lane. You don't need to be ganked from the jungle. If there's 3 people in the lane and you decide to just walk forward, that's the thing in Assault is the lane is constantly full of 5 enemies. Playing with some like modicum of self-preservation as an instinct is just a fucking core aspect of it, which is clarifying. I think it's good. I appreciate it because the point is it's a little bit demanding, you know. I didn't look at all the numbers. Anyways, whatever. You can see that was a satisfactory outcome, which makes me feel better. Some days I don't get that. But even when I don't get that, I can always say, well, if I was sober, it would have gone better. The real consequence of underperforming is, well, one, nobody... And what's the chances of somebody noticing my Assault gameplay and being like, we got to talk to this guy? That's not what it's for. Understand your intent with something surgically. Get what you need from it. Just what you need as a human being. Just something to, for a minute, feel in control of life. It's nice. We all should have that. It's something that there is far too much insecurity regarding for a lot of people. I can't believe this. I just reset this yesterday. Just wait and it'll naturally fix. These computers get updated so fucking fast now. And that's what happened. Something changed. OBS. Restream. Smoke too much. Truly. More than I should. But why not? I don't know if it is truly more than I should. Maybe we just had to push on through to the other side. No one ever did it. We needed one intrepid adventurer to push the bounds of sensible exploration out of the way. Get out of the way! I gotta see the world. Oh, well. Halfway. You know what I mean. Because you're an avid listener. Whoa. Whoa. I'm pretty high every night, guys. I'm pretty fucked up. It's, you know. How I do. Well, I said my tattoos would be in with the other guy. He's not here, but I gotta trim up the hair to make it look better, make it pop a little better. The city potty, Tibetan Buddhist deities of the underworld. The Ouroboros, an Aztecan vase. This is actually from a piece of jewelry that I had a long time ago, a piece of bone jewelry I wore for many years. This is the actual fossil, the actual picture of the actual fossil of city potty, which is the first reptile to fly, I think. That's what they believe that they named it. That's why they named it city potty, but it was a metaphoric reference, this not being afraid of passing on, not being afraid of death. They're called uncaring death. This is the city potty. This is the other leg, tail of the Ouroboros coming out. Here's the head. Here's the physical body manifest. So, in areas like here, this is intended to be the bark of the tree of life. And my leg, just like a tree trunk, is a tree of life. My physical body is manifest and struggles with the tree to free an ideal. This is the ideal. See the hand there who's pulling the tree back, and inside the tree is a figure seated, emerging from life, product of life, but the physical body's product as it struggles with the tree of life. So the physical body struggles with the tree of life to make the ideal. It interrupts our understanding of infinity so long as the physical body is here. It's reasonable for you to try to take care of your body. It's important for you to pay attention and handle your business. But you want to be the philosopher and getting this pulling even further up to the uncaring death, finally to a childish, almost nonchalance. Star child. That's what that's supposed to be. That's my leg tattoo. My shoulders are from Italo Calvino's Hidden Cities, from an arrangement that I had with my partner years ago. It's nice enough to get some sunshine. I'm looking forward to the summer. travel. I'm starting to feel trapped. So a fair is, troops of performers or owners of equipment. That is the merry-go-round and the other fair rides work together as a caravan. What if we made a caravan that was futuristic, super lean and adaptive, that could incorporate the people who need a Class A RV lifestyle, and the people who gotta rent a room at the Trump Tower? Everybody, even. As a principle, as a guiding first principle. So lucky to have time. I mean, the thing is, I always could have chosen to spend a lot more than I had. Just do that. A lot of people anymore. Take care of my situation. And if I have kids, I don't want material scarcity to be a determining factor in their evolution at all. I want them to be taken out of that. That was the focus of my parents. They did that pretty well. Just in a time when the physical system is reaching a scale, you can have a couple of fucking assholes who own bulldozers and spend all their time over destroying fern gullies. Yeah, that's a lot of vodka in that glass, I tell you what. Did a day for myself, just chilling. Gonna reduce this. Do this. I'll do another pull. Get rid of it. I make the rules with this tarot draw thing. And we're at an hour and 51 minutes. I made it to my 2 hours. Did my duty. It's a shame nobody showed up. It's okay though. Doesn't mean the world's not changing. Doesn't mean I did my duty. Right? Doesn't mean that I show up. That was a fun thing to say in the restaurant. Everybody's sleepwalking. I'm checking in. not entertainment. This is Rebel Radio. No, of course you don't like the taste. You Rebel. Just talk. Talk violence. Nine of Pentacles. Both reversed. King of Cups. Seven of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Eight Cups. Strength. Page of Swords. Ghost. Roguery, deception, voided project, bad faith. Four of Pentacles. The opposition is suspense, delay, opposition. Maybe the projects I'm talking about won't be able to come to fruition. Yesterday, the September, October thing, I mean, that's probably what we'll see. See where things go. Highest that can be arrived at. Fair man, man of business, law or divinity, responsible, disposed to oblige the court. Also equity, art, and science, including those profess science, the art, for science, law, and art, creative intelligence. Oh, got a lost card. Why didn't you guys turn it? See if I can balance on one leg on the yoga roll. Do a sobriety test, quote unquote. World. Work with. Assured success. Route. Voyage. Immigration. Flight. Change of place. Yeah, maybe I'll be situated by then. That'll happen beforehand. That's great. We can pivot. Fuck. Not gonna let anybody down at this point, shit. Seven of Swords. Coming from good advice, counsel, instruction, slander, babbling. Going into Eight of Pentacles. And that was the Seven of Swords reversed, I'm sorry. Eight of Pentacles upright. Work, employment, commission, craftsmanship, skill, and craft and business. Okay, yeah, skill and craft and business. Let's make this productive, everybody. Let's figure out a way to like work together. Geez, look at that frame I cut too, and I don't even look at it. Yes. Let me just marvel at that shot. the cards right now. Look, guys, free code content. That's for you freaks. That's right. Okay, that's enough. I got the windows open upstairs. It's cool now. Alright, I'll finish this reading. Then we'll do the standing thing. See if my frostbitten toes can still serve as nubbins for my balancing act. Cosmic balancing act. Jeez. 5 of Wands. I might as well work, right? I mean, if I'm just doing this shit all day. Imitation, for example, sham fight, strenuous competition, struggle of the search after riches and fortune. Hence, some attributions say that it is gold gain opulence. Okay, cool. Alright, gold. Okay, and then 8 of Cups for surrounding environment. Card speaks for itself on the surface, but other readings are entirely antithetical, giving joy, mildness, timidity, honor, modesty. Bad card. 8 of Cups. Strength. Power, action, energy, courage, magnanimity, hopes and fears. Hope to have a magnanimous result that helps the stranger. Good Samaritan style. As I was raised. Page of Swords. Authority, overseeing, Secret Service, vigilance, spying, examination of qualities thereto belonging. Yeah, well, and that's one thing is, you know, how safe are these settings and how close are all the friends. Doing it well means a lot of things. Conversation. Get it started anytime. As we have it. See how things work out. Anyways, the balance thing. One more card. Is this probably some of the best times of my life? Oh, reversed. The sun reversed. Material happiness, fortunate marriage, contentment. Contentment in a lesser sense. How do you be less than content without being discontent? And what do we allow expression of the individual, the artist, of the neighbor? In these ways, can we open up these boundaries to where we're not freaking out when people talk? That could be potentially stop a significant amount of waste. I guess I gotta leave this on here so you guys can check out super duper bands. They tell you that these things are impossible, but when you keep practicing, and the thing is, you practice while you're doing it. What else are you gonna do while you're catching gigantic righteous buzz? But do a balance thing, and as it in different areas, it's different muscles. You know, as the roller rolls back and forth. And the thing is, right now my feet are pretty level. They're the same position. But what I like to do is to have them off, which allows me to take, for example, right now my right I can take to pretty far, and I still maintain control with my left. And this allows me to stretch it out, go to these places with control is the goal, and develop a muscular control. The idea, things that we see squirrels do, we act like it's so amazing. Think about a squirrel's day. What is a squirrel actually doing all day? It's just walking around as much as it can manage, but it does that all day. If you just get something small like this, and you practice it, and practice, you will get to a point, or even significantly inebriated. Maybe they won't let me in the Cirque du Soleil. But why can I do this after several drinks and dinner? I'm digesting food right now. That's why this feels so good. Stretch, you guys. Wake your body up every day. Anyways, we'll read a little bit more Nietzsche for you guys. A little bit more serious philosopher talk for the kiddos. For the believing it's all come to an end. Doomsayers out there in the future. Wondering if anybody knew. A lot of people knew, okay? Lying is just the literal norm. It's incredible. Why? Why? Oh, you know what works? Let's see if I get it. Okay. There. Yep. That's a 1. 1, great. 3. 113. Don't say numbers on it. Cheers, everybody. I tell you what, burning off a rig just doesn't feel the same. The volcano is the way to go. And I'm surprised I haven't gotten any sort of spins yet. Because I played the game. When you try to focus in, it makes a huge difference in the buzz. Okay. We have already seen Nietzsche's most famous aphorism on morality. There are no moral phenomena at all. only a moral interpretation of phenomena. The reverberations of this radical proposition still echo today and reappear in several ways. To scientific atheism, it suggests that only the material or physical world can be studied and known. Morality is nonsensical, or as Wittgenstein put it, there are no propositions of ethics. To religious people, it suggests that Nietzsche is an agent of the devil. To psychoanalysts following the teaching of Jacques Lacan, it raises the questions of the desire of the subject who speaks. All interpretation requires desire at its base. And there's graphics there. Is that read legible at all? Let's go again with a book that is written. To Marxists, it is an expression of the theory of ideology. On one side we have the events, on the other we have human interpretation of those events. But only one version will be correct. To anarchists, says there is no moral law, that everything is permitted. To postmodernists, it constitutes another example of cultural fragmentation, the end of the grand narrative of ethics and religion. That's not a good definition of anarchists, by the way. Not everything's permitted. If we stay closer to Nietzsche and ask why he wants to deny moral phenomena any factual status, we are reminded of his insistence that any moral system has a practical aim to control human behavior. All morality is partisan, just as any legal system will favor certain behavior against others, whereas we regard phenomena as independent of human thought. Certainly our thought will be sent to shape the phenomena as they appear, producing a human view of the world, but Nietzsche insists that we do not take this product of our efforts as having any objective status of its own. Hence, there are no moral phenomena. Yeah, point is morality. Beyond good and evil, the concept of morality, what Nietzsche does, he talks about a lot. People want to start that discussion, depending on where they start, how it should be responded to. Not much to do beyond that. Okay, we'll do this one. I told you guys about this one. Humiliation by Wayne Kostenbaum. Wayne seems like a chill dude. I think it's like 150 pages. 0, 40, 8. Let's see how far I can make it. Giving you guys extra. Giving you guys that I care about how you feel time. I do care about how you feel, honestly. We can't have that be part of the determining factors of the discussion if we're going to focus on progress. And we should focus on progress. It's my vote. And right now it's just me. So my vote carries the day. Okay. I'm gonna drink. Gosh, I'm getting dehydrated because everything I drink is just straight fucking vodka. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's better. So much better. I don't know why people are so resistant to water. Water. Drink the water. And if you're going to drink, put liquor and water. You know, I got the water, okay? Guys, I try. And I started from the standard. For a long time, I drank gin and tonics. I didn't realize tonic water had high fructose corn syrup in it. It does. Tonic water is just a flavorless Coke. So it makes a tasty drink. Sugar's there, but I try to live a low sugar diet. And drinking, the fact is, when you go to the bar and you drink 8 drinks that all have, 3 scoops of sugar in them, you're like eating half a box of candy bars in addition to the alcohol. And there's actually a compound effect. Alcohol and sugar metabolize very similarly in the liver. That stuff is unnecessary. How much unnecessary harm are we causing ourselves by having cultural norms that we introduce young people to that they don't make any fucking sense? We repeat them because that's what we're told to. It's like just a dumb fuck. It's the lowest energy response. Every time you cycle through, and you're cycling through weekly. Seriously. Weekly is weekly. Weekly, W-E-E-K-L-Y, is weekly, W-E-A-K-L-Y. Because cycles can be many times in a day. And they should be. Your body is actually meant to be many times in a day. You are supposed to be part of a pack of 20 to 30 other people and having a daily politic like high school. That is your biology. It's just not supposed to be like a fucking science experiment like a high school is. It's supposed to be something that leads into cohabitation, that leads into a life of included, like, ongoing proximity, potentially, right? And this is important just for human beings to understand who they are. Because otherwise you can become anything. You could become super toxic. You could become such a princess. You could become the ultimate princess. Nobody's even paying attention. You don't even need the world to pay attention. 10 years later, still a fucking princess. What? What? Look at me. Being humiliated. Okay, let me read this. When Kristeva writes, language turns into slobber, conversation into defecation. I'm happy. She is describing Louis Ferdinand Céline's novel Journey to the End of the Night, but the hypothesis applies to language in general and not merely to the work of this anti-Semitic writer, who embodies for Kristeva the glory of abject literature. I'm glad to see language turn into slobber. Rather, I'm glad to see language forced to admit, I'm slobber. I'm glad to see language unmastered. And I'm glad to belong to a community, however scattered, of souls who like to see rules of linguistic propriety, of sexual propriety, turned upside down. When in Bruce LaBruce's film, Hustler White, I saw an amputee use his leg stump to penetrate his lover's anus. Am I misremembering the scene? I felt not grossed out, but filled with a sense of camaraderie. Glad to be surrounded, in a Greenwich Village theater, by like-minded perverts. We were a community who felt spacious, roomy, empowered, ample, when greeted by scenes that normal viewers would find disgusting. Was the on-screen amputee humiliated or satisfied? How would you describe an audience that finds occasion for laughter, excitement, and relaxation when watching amputee anal sex? You might say we felt collectively a warm surge of a reaction, like a hot spring, bubble to the surface of a consciousness fatigued from a lifetime of trying to pretend to comply to the laws of behavioral and aesthetic propriety. A lifetime of making, in Wittgenstein's words, the silent adjustments, the enormously complicated adjustments necessary to understand colloquial language and appropriate sexual behavior. and agreeing to relish the performance of humiliation, either as participant or spectator, may be one paradoxical means of ceasing to comply with these laws. I bring up Hustler White to suggest that self-exposure or embarrassment, situations that many people might find painful, are for others the occasions for fellow feeling, for happiness, for release of containment, and for release of constraint. I feel the same influx of energy when I watch the antics of Sacha Baron Cohen in Bruno or Borat. Especially the scene when he discovers his co-star, a wiggly, fat, hairy man masturbating to a photo of Pamela Anderson. How dare you make hand party over Pamela? The two men, both nude, end up chasing each other around the hotel. I don't know why they needed to do that, but yeah. I like to befriend artists and writers who are willing to humiliate themselves or who understand that slobber and hand party and other outlaw positions may be the result of an aesthetic practice pursued seriously. Yeah. I hope that's cool with terms of service. I'm pretty sure. If I'm reading a book and it's not smut, it's a literary commentary. It's on the human experience, the visceral, like what does it mean to be humiliated? Does that mean you stop? We have a lot of people who are just so dull now, they just never stop anyways. So we can't judge anything by whether or not people stop. And a lot of times, just knowing to stop and get away from them is the actual winning strategy anymore, which is a shame because we should be working together eventually. But it doesn't happen if people never come to the table. It's objective. Objective. Anyways, thanks, nobody, for chatting. But God bless the world. God bless everybody. We'll see where everything goes. And yeah, no, it'd be very easy anytime. And other people could do it too. This should never be happening. It should be all around this place, really. I hope people copy. I hope people mimic. Do whatever. I don't care. It's already digitized. So the plans are already long ago put into many servers. So you're not going to be the inventor. But who cares about being the inventor? Just be decent yourself. Right? Jesus. Why do we gotta fucking do everything for you? Anyways, take care, internet. And, get learnt. It's good for you. And be good. Because evil is weak.